The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over.
They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
We're taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago.
18 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Throwing is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's the Jets punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Now, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Just a 30-yard punt that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They'll look to throw again.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10
at the 40. After the interception, here's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he finds Corey Davis. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now Wilson.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage. And that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area. So you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
7 yards there and a first down.
The Steelers at 9-2 to start play. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
2nd and 6. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. 20. 5. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Pass interference. Defense.
So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 5. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They're going to look to throw.
Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 4, he doubled that. He wound up getting 8. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle to Smith. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And New York set to take the field.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw is Wilson. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
They'll run with Hall. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now it's Wilson. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Kadarius Toney.
His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to extend their lead.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter.
2nd and 3. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He finds Pickens over the middle. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his big tight end here.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Etienne once more.
And room there to work it inside the 25.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Etienne up the middle.
Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers have got it back to within a score.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Jets take it over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense.
At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season. But some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Now, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year not to take anything away from him.
On second down, a run with Hall. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Wilson.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Personal foul, unnecessary running, defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hall again on second down.
And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Wilson.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe 4 inches.
They'll run with Hall.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
One more time with Hall.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Pickens on the slant. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They'll look to throw again. And this one complete to Smith. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for them.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And a quick throw here that's complete. They find some open field here.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando. That's right.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Here's a give to Etienne.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Second and 9 now. He's got Smith here. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line.
Back to the ground with Etienne.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They'll run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. He'll look to throw.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Back to throw here. Touchdown!
George Pickens
from 6 yards away.
And the Steelers have come back to make it a 2-point game.
They'll try and run it here. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he'll find, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So what a turnaround to begin this second half. A touchdown and then the fumble recovery in quick succession.
It certainly feels like whenever it was set into half, it certainly struck the right chord, because they've come out with a lot more fire here in this 3rd quarter. Down 2 scores into half. Now they're right back in this thing with a chance to capitalize right here.
Now we'll pause for an injury here. That's George Pickens, the receiver, who's in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now back to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Jamar Chase.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 5. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points, Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done. I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
A second juke. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23. They'll start on the ground. Etienne.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw.
Throw left side complete to Chase. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They'll set up to throw.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And he missed it. It's no good, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His throw incomplete.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
Here's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Defense.
So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw again. He sets to fire deep. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive.
Wilson going to throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it will stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Draw play, ETN.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown.
And now, whenever he takes a turnover, they're going to take a second. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
This is Smith with a grab. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Back now in Pittsburgh. The Steelers on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And the Jets will take over. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At the 33-yard line. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Straight ahead is Hall.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Wilson. Reagor catches it left side.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
And that pickup of the 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Hall ought to give up the middle.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down. Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
On the draw, it's Hall.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. 3rd and long. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 1-point game. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. 4 yards remain for 2nd down.
They'll set up a throw.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Back to throw again.
Quick slant caught by Chase. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Devontae Smith.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
And check down, complete to Hall.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. On 3rd down, Wilson.
There's Hall bringing in another one. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throwing is Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. To throw again is Wilson.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Now Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Davis.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
On 2nd and inches, Wilson.
And quickly finding Reagor.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
On second down, Etienne once more.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll drop to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
So here's Wilson and the Jets. Down by 7. A little under 50 seconds to go.
Throwing now is Wilson.
And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, somebody lit a fire.